Okay, it is 2:30 Mountain Time. A little bit later, Metal Monday, but it kind of worked out. Copper rebounded a little bit.
Came back up. If we just did this morning early, we were down. What'd you say? Seven
to eight. I think it hit 8 at one point. Down 8. But now we're down 3.5.
I had my buddy Richard Kistner email me today, and he goes, "I think we see 4 before we see 5." I said, "I guess we'll see." I mean, that's probably a logical bet, I guess. I mean, but then again, we'll see. I mean, wasn't that long ago. It was 519.
It wasn't that long ago people thought it was going to stay above 5 for a long time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it didn't last that long.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe we're like a week? A week at 5?
It was a pretty short-lived a short-lived deal. But, it's like we said, mid-4s, whatever that number is, 442, 447, 440.
Yeah, we're like 445 right now.
It's still a good number for copper.
It's a great number. Now, and 5 gets kind of crazy. When it gets 515, 519 like it got, it gets kind of wild. Like it does. It gets a little. It does. It's kind of crazy, and I think the builders don't really want to see that. The electricians don't want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a. It's nice when you can sell your little bit of scrap wire off of a job, but at the end of the day, like, their money's made on buying the spools, installation, and yada, yada, yada. And if you project a job out, and let's say you bid it, and it's 3 months out or a month out or whatever, unless you bought the wire as soon as you got the bid to cover it, then you go back to the market to buy the wire. Let's say it's a 6-month job, and you don't want to be sitting on that long. I mean, that changes the scope of the project in a big way, right? Whether it's a plumber or electrician or anybody that's, using copper. So you definitely got to, be aware of that.
Well, so what do you think? What's your gut say, though? You think you get to 4.25?
I don't know.
You think we're in the new trading area? I think we kind of are in the new trading area.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it goes lower before it goes higher, at least in the short term. But unless the Fed comes out and says, we're gonna cut rates and we're gonna be aggressive about cutting rates or something like that, which I don't necessarily anticipate anytime soon, because I feel like they've been very transparent about when they plan to cut rates. Like, here's when and here's how much, and unless something comes along that creates some sort of issue that sparks it, I don't know that it pushes, a lot higher than it is today anytime soon. But then again, we were just talking about this earlier. Like, I'm the guy that sold all the way up, and from one time you look like a damn idiot. Then 2 weeks later you look like you're pretty smart.
Well, you pulled the trigger at the 470 range, right?
Yeah, mid 470s on one load.
Then you saw it run to 519.
And you're like, well, geez, and you're like, God damn, maybe I'm early, but you were at that time, but now you look smart,
Yeah.
But it just is what it is. I think, you've got nickel is trading below 8, so
nickel's
that's
down.
Definitely
Aluminum's down.
Aluminum's down. I mean, all your base metals.
Metals.
Palladium is just getting murdered. I mean, relatively speaking to platinum, I mean, I don't know that I've seen that big of a range difference in platinum and palladium in a long time. So
no, I mean, palladium traditionally was considerably more than platinum.
Almost double a lot of the time.
Double, yeah.
So, to see that total flip-flop is kind of wild.
Rhodium's still not doing well.
Yeah, not doing anything, really. I mean, like, it's up 25, down 75, up 75. It's like it's still in a very narrow trading range.
When it was really high rhodium, we were seeing swings like this, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not really seeing that, So
it's pretty flat right now, for sure. But I don't know. I genuinely think that, the rest of this year is probably going to be pretty challenging with it, getting closer to the election, just closer to, people trying to figure out which way this economy is going to go. So I think it's one of those buckle up type scenarios.
It could be an interesting.
It could be some roller coaster. Yeah. And that includes all the metals, right? I mean, ferrous material was down this month, so you've got that, and which makes sense if all the base metals, are getting whacked. Whether it's copper, aluminum, lead, zinc. I mean, that they're all getting hammered pretty good. So we'll see, man. See what the rest of this month and what the rest of this year gives us.
Yeah. We'll just like we do every Monday, every day really. We just watch the market and adjust.
Yeah. Did you have a good Father's Day?
It was great, and I smoked some tomahawk steaks.
I'm glad you're saying you're smoked. I was like, we probably shouldn't talk about that on here, Nate.
No. Traeger. That's the only kind of smoking I do, buddy. But
you'll every once in a while smoke a cigarette.
You've seen me. That's when Carl is tipping in, But they were like this thick, man, like 2 inches thick.
Uh-huh.
And I just coated them in oil and Montreal steak seasoning. And I did potatoes on. I love potatoes on the Traeger, by the way.
Oh, smoked potatoes are the best.
Oh, dude, they were so good. And my dad came over. We watched a movie together.
Awesome.
Did gifts.
Yeah,
I got him some Donald Trump playing cards. He's a big Trump guy.
Yeah. My son gave me a Donald Trump mug for us. He's like,
I gave him is it the one talking about how good a dad you are?
Yeah,
I bought that for my
Best dad.
Yep.
Best dad ever. Yeah.
I bought that same one for my dad the last Father's Day.
I'm like, you know me too well.
But it was good. How about you? How was your Father's Day?
It was good, man. Like I said, I think we didn't really do a whole lot. We just kind of just did our Sunday routine that I like to do, which is go work out with my wife and hang out. And then the kids and I walked over to my parents' house because it's about a 20, 30-minute walk. Walked over there, hung out with my dad for a while, and then came back home. I made some dinner and just got ready for the week, man. Just keep it basic.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Well, happy Father's Day to everyone out there.
Yeah, I hope everybody had a great Father's Day.
And look for us next Monday. We'll tell you if copper went to 425 or 475.
Yeah, let's cross our fingers for 475.
Let's go. All right, thanks, guys.
Take care.